All right, so we're now to part 2. Eat your words, man. Eat your words. Shut up. No, I still have a good point. All right, so back where we left off. Okay, so they tried to go through the back door, the back of it. And of course, crazy enough, they didn't even check to see if there's any other way because there was apparently a gate. So they went over the wall, and of course they pantsed. Like usual, they pantsed the freaking guy. And just lots of crazy stuff where it's like they tried to get over, and then he got over it. Destroyed a freaking house, a girl playhouse, which is like, is that trying to wink at Home Alone 3? Nah. It's like, yeah, it's like, oh my gosh. Wait, what's that? It was an igloo, doofus. Oh, fuck, it was an igloo. It was an igloo. Never mind. Then she found it, and then they tried to go in, and it turns out it's a black freaking family. They went into the wrong house. And then they did the same thing that happened to me when I was in 2nd grade. Yeah, I think it was 2nd grade. But the thing is that it's snow versus it rained, and I tripped. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch, man. Yeah, but they're now cold, and they found the actual house. And, well, found the actual house, and yeah, I think that was it. And notes. Found the actual house. Mr. Found the actual house. Wait, hold on. Oh yeah, so they actually schemed on what they should do, which is the fact of they're gonna come back at midnight. He's gonna dress up as Santa Claus, and he's gonna be stupid enough to open the door and let him go in. Okay, sure. So they actually hang with the family. They did see the concert that they missed, which was kind of sad. Where it's like, yeah, they stopped because. So anyways, they spend time with their family. Oh my gosh, the freaking brother and sister-in-law. Oh, good Lord. But finally, it was that time, and they faked asleep, and then they came out, and lo and behold, of course, the kid decided to freaking do some new traps. First is icing the freaking road. What the fuck? Yes, he iced the freaking road, and I was like, oh, good. So more cars are going to get destroyed after their car got destroyed, which they actually hit a tree. They couldn't stop and he iced, of course, the walkway, just like in the first movie. It's like, yeah, so is this the first time they actually iced the freaking road? Yes. Pretty sure yes. This is the first time ever that they actually caused actual car damage. It's like, that's the first time ever they actually caused car damage. For the first time ever. He decided to modify the Nerf arrows, and they put push pins, which... good to give kids ideas, Disney. He made a potato gun pool ball shooter. Good Lord. He did something to the banister, and he actually sawed one thing off. He used the Legos and smashed his Eiffel Tower. He put lighter fluid and has a hot wheel that will actually light a match and fire ablaze. Man, the poor mom, damn. It's like, yeah, poor mom, damn. They modified what happened in the first movie. Instead of having a needle in the freaking stairs, but they don't have a basement. So he put it in the freaking alarm system. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? What else did he do? Oh, yeah, he made icicles, and he was able to make the icicles fall. I bet there's a little bit more stuff. Oh yeah, no, hot sauce cookies, and it's like, oh, so you basically did what happened in the freaking previous movie, except this time you don't have glue milk and a disposal that actually will throw cotton balls on his face. Okay, sure, why not? It's like, yeah, it's like, dude, really? It's like, you're not Santa Claus, and you don't need a freaking damn cookie. Smash those cookies on the damn floor. Frick you. Freak you, Merry Christmas. So let's see. Yeah, crazy way to get in. So it's a crazy way to get in. He got hit in the head, and oh yes, he used the VR headset, and I was like, make him smash it. Please smash the crap out of that VR headset. The freaking sister don't deserve jack shit. It's like, yeah, and no, the sister didn't really get any true personality. And that goes for the first movie as well, but the sad part is that there was a deleted scene that actually touched upon her a little bit more. It's like, yeah, the characters got a little bit more touched, while it's like, no, the mom, you just gotta focus on the mom, and the mom is sitting with this slob bastard who first was looking at her freaking screen, which, there's no problem with that. Technically, why don't you look at the person's screen next to you, and he gets to watch the freaking movie? And then he fell asleep, and he was freaking indirectly rubbing snot on her freaking damn right shoulder, coated shoulder. The fuck? Like, the fuck? And that's all that happened with her. It's like, yeah, no polka freaking people. Yeah, there's not there. She didn't do more bargaining and get rid of more stuff. They just basically cut it nice and short, being like, yeah, so it's just a flight going from Japan all the way to... What city were they in? They didn't tell us what city they were in, right? Yeah, I don't think they did. So, whatever. Yeah, anyways, back to them. The girl actually, the lady, the mom actually got freaking... The mom who actually needs to have that doll, she got her feet on fire, and now her shoes are destroyed. And, well, of course, he also did something to the freaking fire hose to actually make her frozen a little bit too. And it's like, good lord. And then she was able to get in the house, but sadly the husband already got knocked the fuck out by Yabba Dabba Doo, because, well, VR headset, there's a wall or a rack, bang, doof, down. And then she kept on trying to open the damn door, and it's kind of funny that when she gets it open, well, where I was watching it, it stopped. It just is like as if she broke it. So I had to try to get it back and then resume, and it's like, I'm not going to go through this again. No. And find where I is, and I had to start a little bit where I previously started. Like, damn. But as soon as she got in, she tries to go into the place where it has lots of Legos. Oh my gosh. And then after that, they tried to go up the stairs. He did something to the stairs, of course. He did something to the banister, which, oh, poor freaking damn Dad Santa. She eventually gets up there, and he gets up there too. She gets up there, she gets sticked by the freaking Nerf push pin gun. Ooh, frick. And then after that, Dad Santa goes upstairs. He sees the kid actually jumps, and he's like, dude, you don't have to follow him. This is not freaking Alex. Alex in the third movie knew what he had. He had the missile chip, and he's like, looking for this? Come get me, you bunch of damn ass knuckleheads. He's outside, and it's like, he knew what the fuck they were going after. This kid just thinks they're going after him. And I'm like, why are you going after the damn kid? Yes, he hurt you a bunch, but fuck him. Find the damn doll. It's like, fuck this. At least the mom actually got back up, and he's like, the jacket. And they look at the jacket, and then it's revealed where it's like, oh, dude, you're a fucking jerk. It's like, no, the kid's a fucking jerk anyways. He did not steal the damn doll. It turns out he actually stole a can of orange soda. I wonder if that was a nice little shout out to Kel Mitchell. Because it's like, yeah, the orange soda, the big, huge orange soda. And I'm like, it's like, yeah, how you feel, man? How you feel? And eventually, of course, besides the icicle things and tripwire, he eventually got to the kid, and they finally actually surrounded the kid. And the mom actually did have the dart gun, and she's ready to fire, and Dad Santa got held up by the kid. And then eventually the mom tried to do something awesome, and then he rigged it to where she fall flat on her face. But then he lost a tooth. The Dad Santa lost a tooth. But eventually it gets to the point where it's like, wow, you think we insulted you and called you ugly and shit? It's like, no, doofus, no. It's like, What we're here for is the doll. It's like, why in the world I steal the doll? It's like, oh, it's because the guy actually rejected you from taking the damn soda. Okay, that's the real reason why you have a reason for that shit. And apparently, you're still not remorseful for taking something. It's like, yeah, you're not remorseful for taking a kid for a toy from a kid who's less fortunate, A. And B, you're not freaking damn remorseful for taking a can of soda. And you didn't even drink it. Of course, it's most likely because of placement being like, oh, that's what he did. But it's like, yeah, but that freaking jacket been everywhere. How the fuck did you not drink the can yet? What the fuck? So eventually they thought that the grandma, that's German, but it turns out the grandma's in England, and yeah, he's home alone. So it turns from where these two doing some messed up stuff into these two actually saying, come here, kid, we're going to take care of you while your mom is doing it. And it's like, yeah. And it's like, I'm going to be in big trouble with this whole entire thing. It's like, oh yeah, you're going to be in big trouble, but first he's going to be glad that you're alive and be happy that you're here. So they go, and then after that, it's revealed where the freaking doll was. It's like, it turns out when Ollie showed the fuck up, the freaking nephew / cousin, he decided to go in the damn freaking box and take the doll. What the fuck? Insert B word. Insert B word. And not bastard, I mean the other one. What the fuck were you thinking? It's like, yeah, this kid's rowdy and messed the freak up. He can't even take a picture with Santa without screaming. What the fuck? And so basically, he was upstairs with the doll, and now he's gonna throw it. What the fuck? So the dad tries to grab it. He failed. The mom tried to grab it. She failed. And then it was all thanks to the kid. The kid grabbed it, and it's like, thank God. And then as soon as we hear a knock at the door, it turns out that, oh yeah, and the aunt and uncle and the kids know. And it's like, yeah, they know that they're gonna maybe have to move out of the house. And it's like, well, since they found a doll, probably not. But as soon as they knocked the door, the mom opened, and they gave a good wholesome embrace. And like, give them the fucking doll. Give them the fucking doll. And eventually they do, and it says, oh, thank goodness. And well, they go back home after those guys actually get to have a good Merry Christmas. And she's like, it's like, I have a good explanation for this whole entire thing. So we get a skip to 1 year later, where both families are eating together. He does have a dad. It's like, yeah, so I just had to make sure. And his sister is there, and they all just actually have a good holiday. And of course, the messed up part was the fact of where it's like, you think you need to have this orange soda? There's too much sugar in it. And it's like, oh, good Lord, here we go again. And it's like, oh, you're like, oh, frig it. Gave it to him because they were doing a toast. So there we go, and that's how the freaking damn movie ends. I was going to come over here and start rampaging, being like, how the fuck did you do as bad as the 5th movie? How the fuck? But, you know, I was going to say the fact of where it's like, I'm glad this movie is not available for being bought in the stores. But if it was, and I see it in the thrift store, because I'm not going to buy a brand spanking new, I will buy this freaking copy and burn it. That's how bad it was, where it's like, you're allowing the damn kid stealing shit, beating the shit out of the freaking damn parents over there. And it's like, you don't feel any remorse whatsoever. It's like, they wrote the kid too damn well. It's like, yeah, they wrote the kid too damn well, to the point where it's like, I didn't see any goodness in this kid at all. That's how messed up it was. This kid did not have any goodness. There was moments where she wanted to talk. The mom wanted to talk to him, be like, listen, we're just here for the doll. And he didn't want to listen. Try to talk to the dad tried to talk to him. He didn't want to listen. It's like, I understand as a kid, but on the other hand, it's like, you kind of deserve being with a bunch of those grandmas. And he was thinking when he came to go out to talk to Buzz, it's the fact of where it's like, he'll tell him about them. And it's like, well, now you just admitted that There's neglect, child neglect. The mom and dad will go to jail and you will go to DFC, which means maybe you will end up with those bunch of grandmas. But it's like, as soon as I actually get the English version, because I had to watch it in, I think, Portuguese. I think I watched it in fucking Portuguese. Just like how they were watching the first movie. They watched this certain freaking TV show and it was in French. Then the second movie they watched it and it was in Spanish. It's like, yeah, I watched it in fucking Portuguese. Just like Child's Play 3. I watched it in Telemundo. Oh yeah, note they actually did have Angels with Filthy Souls. They made a remake and they made a funny moment of being like, oh well, the remake won't be as good as the original. They just decided to make a nice pot shot joke. And it's like, yeah, they had it in space now. And it's like, what the fuck? It's like, what the fuck did you guys do to the thing? It's like, what the fuck? And then they made fun being like, oh, the power lines. It's like, no one had landlines since 1993. It was like, wait, hold on. They were basically making a nice little shout out to the first movie and how he got left behind. You know, Kevin. But just so you know, it's like many people still have landlines to this day. I could actually name at least one person. But it's like, yeah, not 1993. You gotta roll it back a little bit, like more. I mean, less. Which is like 2000s, like 2005, something like that. It's like phones were not as good as you think they were. Wow, seriously? Anyways, phones are not as what you think they were. Well, cell phones. But eventually they got to the point where it's like, rather have a cell phone than a landline. And that didn't happen like at least like the late 2000s or early 2010s. Not 1993. Just saying. I'm going to have to take some time to actually understand this movie and get a better understanding. It's like I'm going to have to watch it for the second time, but at least the good news is that I am now okay to understand what's going on with this movie. But still though, I was ready to rip it. And it deserves to have some ripping, but the good news is that it kind of saves his ass just a teeny bit. Just it's like a decent bit, it saves his ass, but still, there's many things that is kind of like wrong in this movie. Good for you making the freaking kid a jerk. It's like, yeah, you wrote the kid as a jerk. We definitely believed he did that. But it's like, it's also messed up where it's like, he kind of made the freaking critics a little bit stupid, number one. But of course the show must go on. And you didn't actually make it, so that's like, yeah, fuck you, China. It's like, my goodness, if they did fuck you, China, be like, oh, the freaking auntie is going to bust in there and she gets beaten up. That would have been messed up. And note, the freaking brother and sister-in-law did get a little bit screwed. And it's like, kind of deserved. It's like your son had the freaking price, well, not priceless, but $500,000 in his hand and he threw it. You deserve to get a freaking foot in your face and you deserve to get pushed back into your freaking damn couch. Because, well, what the fuck, man? What the fuck? You didn't notice that your kid had the freaking doll in his hand? What the? Well, in his possession. But this is going to take some time to actually believe and understand. It's like, yeah, it's going to take some time to actually be like, okay, I think I understand now and where this should actually go when it comes to Home Alone. The good news is that now I'm not at the point of where I'm like, burn everything. Burn it to save the people. At least when it comes to Disney Plus, if you buy Disney Plus for this movie, you have other things to watch that actually makes it not that bad. You buy this movie, you only just have this movie. And it's like, you gotta freaking right the wrong by the burning every single copy of this movie. Oh my gosh.